Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Platypi franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2, wrapping up today here with the off-season for our Platypi. Last episode was the thrilling conclusion to the League Championship Series, where we won 6-4 in Game 3 against the Blowfish to complete the sweep with some late home runs from Kitty Kaufman and the go-ahead 2-run homer from Beefcake McStevens, the captain, as both of them ignited the spark to lead our team to victory. With that sweep, we have won our second consecutive title here to start the series through 2 seasons. We are 65-19, which is a 77.5 winning percentage, basically. We've made the playoffs twice and won 2 championships, so we are the dominant team and the team to beat. One more title in year 3 will solidify this team as dynasty and complete the rebuild for the Platypi as a whole. So the question remains now is, how do we make this team better than it already is, considering we just won our second straight title with, arguably, this team is a slightly bit weaker than it was a year prior. A lot of the roster from year 1 is still here, but we did lose a couple key pieces. Peak Physique was gone. We ended up losing a couple bench players. We got rid of Rusty Nozzle, obviously. We got Anita Bean in, obviously. Bullpen, we added Lola Knops. I forget who we got rid of. I think we got rid of Slime Blinder. And I believe it was Horace Heimlich I think we got rid of as well. So we shuffled pieces around, and we found pieces that worked for us. And we found out that the Tier 3 discipline build really does work out well for us. And with a lot of crafty traits as well at Tier 2, the team actually functions pretty well on its own. So knowing that that is the arc that we want to go down, we should probably angle our off-season towards addressing those 2 chemistries specifically, while being more lenient on the others, really, because we don't have a lot of competitive traits, we don't have a lot of scholarly traits. Spirited, we have a decent amount, but they're not as strong compared to the crafty and the discipline traits when they're maxed out. So people can argue with me about that in the comments, but right now when we had Spirited at Tier 3, it wasn't working for us. None of those traits were firing off as much as our discipline traits were. So I think this team is all about being balanced. And if we hone into our discipline traits, we're going to be successful. Going through the team, who do we look to keep and who do we look to get rid of? Let's find out. First things first, though, we answer the one big question coming into this offseason. Will the legend, the old man, Charlie freaking Lopez, who sprained his foot in the League Championship Series, hang him up at 39 years old? If not, he will be coming back for his age 40 season. And as you know, we're a sucker for him, so he's not going anywhere. Let's see. Will the old man return? Drum roll, please. Charlie freaking Lopez is sticking around. He wants to come back. One more shot. He wants to go for the ride. Yes. The old man does not want to quit just yet. He's still got something left in the tank for his age 40 season, and he is going to be back as a mentor at that shortstop position. He probably won't be the starter, or he might be, depending on if we have a young option out in the free agent pool that we're looking to bring in. We'll have to see. But he is making $1 million over what he is actually valued at, so maybe we want to release him and re-sign him. Just let him drop his prices down a little bit and then bring him back. That might be something we look to do. Let's see how much money we have left over first and then go from there. So first things first, we're going to move through obvious cuts, and then we'll go through team players that obviously want to re-sign and come back. Runda Third is an obvious cut. She's being paid $5 million more than she's actually worth, so she's an obvious release. She was just a playoff rental. Same thing with Anita Bean. She's being overpaid by about $4.5 million. We will look, though, to bring Bean back as potentially a number 2 or number 3 pitcher. She was actually pretty decent as a starter for us, so I don't mind having her on the roster. So those are the 2 obvious cuts that we're making. Those are obvious. Now let's go down the rest of the team and see if we can replace anybody here. First things first, let's do the easy ones of who want to re-sign for what they're worth. Turbo Miles is being paid over $1 million over what he's worth. We're going to release him because of that. We'll probably won't look to bring him back because he's just a one-trick pony. He's got some contact in his bat, but he's mainly a runner. So I need something a little bit more than that. Maggie Rags actually wants to go up in price because she's being paid way under what she's worth. Going to be 30 next season. I'm going to look to maybe replace Maggie. Maggie was a solid utility piece for us, but she's not a key piece to our roster future, so we're going to let her go as well. Grizz Senoro, he's going to be 41. He's not really, he's just a defensive catcher. That's really all he does. He doesn't bat. He doesn't do anything else. So I think we let him go. Anyone else are obvious cuts here? I'm not seeing any. I think we're done with like the obvious people we're getting rid of. Okay, so now we're going to go down to people we want to re-sign. Seth Dubs, immediate re-sign. I see no issues getting rid of Seth. This dude is worth every penny we're paying him right now. He's actually under his value, so we're fine with that. Rufus, under his value of what he's worth, and he's a solid arm in the bullpen as a long arm. He gives us the length we need. Easy re-sign. Lolan Ops, same thing. Extra length in the bullpen, always welcome. Al Sorelli had a horrible postseason, but a solid rookie regular season, so he just needs to step up a bit in clutcher situations, and he is going to be a really, really good player. He's undervalued what he's worth. 99% roll. Let's roll this, see if he takes this. So this is going to be a 99er. Let's see what happens. Please. Yes! Thank God. Okay. I've blown a 99%er before, so it doesn't make me any less anxious seeing that. Archie is making exactly what he's worth. He's going to be 29. He's not the best arm in the bullpen, but he's solid. He's solid for what he does. However, he's not a must-keep, if necessary, kind of role. I'm going to re-sign him for now. But if there is a young arm that maybe we want to bring in that like more fits our build to like beef up a certain chemistry, we can let Archie go. So I'm re-signing him for now, but he is a maybe for the cut list. Red Corral, solid rookie numbers. I like what he brings to the table. He's still very moldable. He's at his current value. He's not being overpaid. He's perfect to re-sign for now. So perfect. So the entire bullpen right now is coming back along with Seth. AVA, this is an automatic re-sign. There is no way I'm letting this guy go. The only question is, do I bump up his salary a little bit and reward him for his excellent play? Or do I let him go? Let's see. Do I roll this? 86% chance to succeed. He went 4-1 this year, 2.91 ERA. About his numbers were just as good as the year prior. Honestly, these are fantastic numbers. Like, Ace is just, he just does Ace things every time he's on the mound, and it's wonderful. Oh. The only thing is, he's going to be 31, so he's now entering the regression zone where he could start to regress more often than he does progress. So that's what worries me about bumping up his pay a little bit. If he immediately starts regressing, his value is going to go way, way down. So that's what worries me. I kind of want to be a penny pincher and roll this just to see what happens. Come on. Oh, no. Ace walked away. He walked away. Oh, no. That is the first big blow to this team. Oh, my God. No. 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 Ace, why would you walk? Why would you walk, bro? And then Cecil Sawyer. Cecil is just he just falls apart in the middle innings. He's too streaky for my liking to be a solid number 2 pitcher, which was what he was for the most part in the regular season. Even as a number 3, his numbers aren't great. Like, he just doesn't, he's good, but he's not great. And he can't step into the number 1 role, which we now have open because AVA decided to go to free agency. So I'm going to re-sign him for now, but I'm not looking to keep Cecil. I'm looking to get rid of him come the opportunity to do so. Bryson Avalos, nice young outfielder. He's really good off the bench. I like him splitting time with Hare out there in right field. He came on hot at the end of the regular season. Like, he caught fire and got his batting average above 400, and he hit a couple late key home runs. And then in the postseason, he did a good job too. He hit only 300, but you know what? 300 is still really good. The only issue I have with him is he doesn't have a backup position yet. I would like him to learn how to play the outfield sooner rather than later. So he needs to start progressing a little bit faster if he wants to stay on the team. But for right now, he's okay. Hera, this is an automatic re-sign. There is no doubt in my mind Hera needs to stay on this team. And because we just learned what happened with Ace with a perfect loyalty and he still walked away at an 86%, I am going to bump up the salary and give Hera what she's asking for. Because I know she's going to be 23. She's still going to go up and progress in her overall level. So she is a definite give her the money right now kind of thing. Rory Crowds, I got to come back to you. Beefcake, he's right at what he wants to make. He's perfect. Re-sign him. Easy. Easy re-sign. No doubt in my mind. The captain needs to come back. He is the glue that keeps our lineup together. Kitty Kaufman, this is an easy re-sign. I see no issues with this. Her loyalty is a bit low, which is why she's demanding her money now. I'm going to appease her and give her the money she wants. I'm not stupid. Seb Swolson, just give him the extra $300K. It's fine. He's not asking for terribly much, and he's still $700,000 under his value anyway. So let's just give him that money now. Solid hitter. I love Seb. Catching. Okay, Camilla Cuffingham is an iffy one for me. You guys in the comments, you obviously don't like her because she's a defensive liability, which is true. She's a decent hitter, but she's not a great hitter either. So she is very replaceable. But the one problem we ran into last season was there was no good catchers to replace her with. So I'm scared, because we've already let Grizz go, that we're going to need to find 2 catchers if I don't give Camilla her pay bump. Because this is a 71% roll here. And she's asking for dead on her salary. I think we can risk it, maybe re-sign her if nothing else is out there. But I'm not comfortable paying her that much money. Surprisingly, she accepted that. That is a really big money saver right there. I appreciate that. Charlie, I think I'm going to let Charlie go, but we are going to re-sign him. I need to save as much money as possible here to beef up player development. So I'm going to let Charlie go, but we are going to bring him back. We are going to bring him back. We just need to bring him back a little bit cheaper. That's all. I am very surprised he did not test or retire. Hey, I'm calling her. Now, this one is a bit questionable for me. Hey does not want a whole bunch of money, but he is incredibly streaky, and when he's hot, he's hot. When he's not, he's absolutely unbearable to have in the lineup. But we don't have anyone else who can play center field outside of Maggie Rags we've already let go. So if I let Hay go, will I need to sign another outfielder to replace Rory, who can also play center field as well? That's the one hang-up I'm having here. Like, hey, he's only a scholarly player, and he's never going to have Tier 3 RBI hero because we're planning to keep that at Tier 2 at best. So maybe it's time to move on from him with him about to be 29. But at the same time, he was a key member of our offense this past season. Tell you what, we'll re-sign him, but I'm going to look and see what is out there. How about that? Let's offer the salary. Let's not pay him any extra money. Let's just see if we can get him back. We do. Okay. But we will look to see what is out there in the free agent pool. Rory Crowds won extra money to stay. I really need him to learn to play the outfield because that would be amazing for us. I like Rory. He's a solid player. He is a bit streaky. He, like Connor, is very streaky. Him more to the extreme. I mean, his numbers dipped by 50 batting average points this season, but that's because we only had discipline at Tier 2 for the first 3/4 of the season or so. After we made it back up to Tier 3 discipline, he just absolutely took off. So power dropped off, though, considerably. RBIs went down. Hits are about the same. He had more at-bats, though, this year, which is surprising. Probably because he moved up in the lineup most often. He was batting number 2. So I'm going to give him the money this time, but he needs to earn it. He needs to prove that he deserves this pay raise we just gave him. All right, so we're going into the offseason. We have $55.8 million to spend. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 roster openings, and 3 additional ones I might replace. Alonzo, Colliner, actually it's 4, Sawyer, and Cuffingham. Those are the 4 I'm looking at to potentially replace. Let's go to the offseason. All right, high-profile free agent names. Manny K's retest free agency again. This time it's from the wide loads. Squidge 2 Whistle from the Blowfish, Blammo Tamale, Hammerlong Baller from the Sirloins, Doyen Stafford, and Dick Lucas. Okay. All right, those are some solid names out there. Any retirements? Darcy Hicks retires from the Wide Loads. Rally Overo retires from the Grapplers. Thank God I won't have to see him anymore. 34, huh? He retired early. Snag Roper retires from the Wild Pigs at 40, and Max Texas at age 39 retires from the Buzzards. Okay, so we see two division rivals lose key players. Overo was obviously one of the linchpins of the Grapplers' bullpen, and Darcy Hicks was their really solid hitting first baseman, who we could not solve to save our fucking lives. So I am very glad he's gone. All right, let's look at free agents and see what we got out here. So we're looking at catchers first. Obviously, we need a backup behind Cuffingham. Wow, there are no good catchers once again. The best overall one is Harmony Strauss. Eey. I'm kind of glad we didn't get rid of Cuffingham now. Ooh, Tiny DeGrande's out there. He's got an arm. He just can't field. As rally starter, okay. Monstores 34. Evan Chukov is a free agent again. Hey, Evan. How's it going? We have him in our Reapers series. All right, there are a couple rookie options here. Dip McFurlow, who's a decent fielder with great power. Decent, not a great arm. Intriguing prospect, though. And Blaine Bobbert, who's more of a defensive catcher. He doesn't have a great arm. He's not a great fielder either. Speed's not wonderful. So they're both very much work in progresses. Okay. It is at this moment, Fiona Clark would be a great defensive catcher to have behind Cuffingham, just the sub in late. She's not a hitter, which is perfect. That's the ideal replacement for Signoro. Okay, I like that. So there are options for us, but they're not great. Pex Flex, yeah, he's a solid catcher. I'll give him that. Probably not one we can afford right now, though. All right, moving down. Do we need another first baseman on the roster? Not necessarily. I will take a peek and see what's out here, though. Testy Osteroni from the Moon Stars, Spanky Wagner from the Pigs, Grunt Manley from the Grass Eaters, Cat Stanza, who was released by the Sirloins, Joe Trunk from the Buzzards, finally tests free agency, Dark Sportswood from the Hot Corners, Rafael Gonzalo on the Overdogs, Ruby Green from the Bee-Wolves, Downtown Upton from the Jacks, Jose Carloco from the Blowfish, rookie Navy Peralta. Hello, and where have you been all my life? And you can play catcher. Hold on a minute now. Hold on a minute now. Why does this intrigue me so? We're basically a better fielder than Swolson. Swolson has the edge in speed. He's a better contact hitter, though. Power, I think Swolson has a slight edge. You don't say. Why am I intrigued? Moving down to second base. We don't need a second baseman. We could use a backup like middle infielder or something. Huffley Buffer's way too overall high. Toot Whistle, obviously. Candela. Gianna McMingle, utility player. Huh. You are really good, though. I just, no, that's just way too much money. Mary Esquivel, okay. Solid, but not good enough. She's too high overall to be a backup. Let's see. Now we're in the appropriate overalls. Maggie Rags is literally the best option. Okay. I think Maggie might be coming back. I think she's the best option we have available as a backup. Plus, she can play everywhere. That's a big plus. Third base, we obviously don't need a third baseman. We have frickin' Beefcake McStevens, who's like one of the best in the league. But let's look who's available. Hito Moonshada, Rhonda Horn, Ali Find Air, Keg Gutterson, run to third, Clementine Loncheros. Wow, what a name. Bunter with decent speed, not great speed. Okay. Ralph Shambles. Wow, okay. That intrigues me very much because you got power versus lefty and RBI hero on a bench third baseman who can also slot in at first base if necessary. Color me intrigued. Loncheros, not feeling it. All right, shortstop. So obviously we know we want Charlie Lopez back. Obviously he's the veteran presence that everyone wants on the team. So obviously he is a must re-sign to come back. Is there anybody he could mentor at shortstop to hand the reins over to moving forward? There is Hanzo Majiko, who's a utility player. He would be an interesting addition. Slam has picked up wild for... Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. There's young Nick Mays, who would be the start. All right, he's 30. He's not young, but he would be the starter at shortstop. Little hack and volatile. Interesting trait mix there, but he's a really elite-level fielder, elite-level power. Good arm. Really good arm. Contact and speed leave a little bit to be desired. I like Majiko. I like him. He brings a lot of depth off the bench. Goose Kabusler would be a decent off-the-bench option as well, and he would help our discipline traits remain at Tier 3. Rocco Mealy. Okay, he's like Kabusler. He can play in the entire infield. He's a better fielder. He's got a better arm. He's a better power hitter. So he's basically Goose Kabusler on roids, basically, is what you're telling me, and he's 20. Okay, well, I will take a look at that. That looks amazing. Roman South. I'm not feeling it. He's just a fielder. Bench outfielder, Rowan Bullseye. Hello, hello. You look intriguing, my friend. I think you could give Roy Krauts a run for his money, you pink-haired menace. He's about the same hitting ratings as Rory. I think the speed is equivalent as well. The fielding is better on this guy, and the arm is weaker, yes. But power's righty and bad ball hitter? Hello, hello, my friend. Where have you been all my life? Filet Jones. Made Charlie a meme. Oh, God. Sweet Holmes. That's a great name. I love that. Not the player I'm looking to bring in, though. Not the player I'm looking to bring in. Sorry. Elliot Yellow. No. Center field. There is Blamo Tamale. He'd be an upgrade over Colliner. Hopper Fenster's 38. Geronimo James is 31. There is Natasha Gilmore from the Heaters, but she can't hit. So it would be a significant drop-off compared to him. Armando Bango. Our wild thrower is a big yikes from me. Aiden Yu. Hello. How are you today, sir? Good contact. Really great contact. Great speed. Decent fielding. He's a better fielder than Colliner. To be fair, everyone is. Arm is a bit of a drop-off, and power is a huge drop-off. But that is a young guy you could have in center field and develop behind. I like that. Godfred Storm lost his backup positions. I see. Right field. I'm not looking to bring anyone in for right field. Hammer Uwanga tested free agency. Hello, Kelby King. Ella Royds is a free agent as well. Okay, she was from a division rival. She could play catcher as well. We could have 4 catchers on this roster. Or hell, we could have Royds as a third catcher option, just cut the backup catcher position completely, and just bring another outfielder on the table to play behind the guys. That would be an interesting mix. I would consider doing that, because that sounds like it would be fun. Karen Tinklethorpe. I'm sorry. Ike Weeks. Okay. Why? Why do I have the mind of a child? Anyway, moving to pitching. Let's try and save this a bit. So we have Tarak Smith. Okay. Decent back end of the rotation guy. He'd be a 4. He is disciplined, which is a bonus. That would bring our discipline traits up. Lad Bradwick test from the Bullfish. Wow, okay. Dick Lucas from the Grass Eaters. Okay. Gets ahead in rally stalker. Ah. Plus, he's got 5 pitches, but he's going to require a lot of money. Jamie Estes, 9 mil. Okay. Elite curveball metalhead. Not bad. Maybe a little... He's a little too propped up by that junk rating, I see. Pansky, Ilian Midtown. Yeah, he's extremely mid. Dieguez. Dieguez, he's a bit propped up by that accuracy rating, but he's a decent pitcher. I like Dieguez. Estes is iffy for me. Bradwick would be decent, but he only has 3 pitches. That's what worries me about Ladd. Manny Kays, obviously we're not going to be able to have that kind of money. Anita Bean is here somewhere. I know she's up here. She's 33, so she's down here. I don't mind bringing her back. She's decent. Be a good arm to have on the roster. She proved herself in the postseason. She was solid. Not really seeing anyone else I'm overly thrilled about here. It's a very weak class for rookies I'm seeing. Not a lot that stand out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm really not seeing a lot. Okay, cool. All right. Moving to the bullpen, really, we're only looking to replace, like, maybe frickin' Archie Alonso. Not Farmhand, not Cut Stiff, Raconda, no. I'm not looking to add any extra length to the bullpen because our bullpen's already pretty deep. Mainly we're looking for, like, disciplined players here that we wouldn't be mind bringing in, you know? Logan Hornblower. Hello, hello. You meet all the criteria I'm looking for, my friend. That is pretty good. Ethan Freehold. Okay, scholarly, but good ratings. I like that. Fastball, breaking ball, off speed. Fastball, breaking ball, off speed. I like both of their mixes. Homer Casey. Same thing. Okay. With pick officer, but accuracy's really low. Yeesh. Stump Hernandez. Okay. Okay. I respect it. Huck and Duck. Huck, if you weren't so low rated, I would risk it for you. I mean, Stump is a good young option. He's not great, though. I'm not looking at any closers. There's Lantana, Gasser Morris, Shea D, Logan Hornblower, Braun Thunderchump, Bale Bozer, Bergerer, McWales, Lupinovich is still here. Joseph Broseph is still here. Carla Tolbert, Ethan Freehold, Dusty Winder, Brent Branch. Homer Casey, why not? Put him and Hernandez on the list, I suppose. Okay, I think we've starred basically everyone we're going to. Now it's just going to come down to how are the traits going to shuffle out after all this is said and done. First of all, let's sim up to the first 10 rounds and just see what happens, okay? Oh, did I star AVA? I think I forgot to star AVA. Thank you for reminding me. Myself. Yay me. Thank you, me. Appreciate me. 16 mil. Okay. Should have just paid in the money. Nothing in 3, nothing in 2. And I think there was 4 in 1. Dale Nail to the Sirloins, Bubbles Garcia, Yvette Victorino, and Nomar Stubbs to the Nemesis. Okay. Not a lot going on. All right. Nothing around 4. Nothing around 5. Nothing around 6. Round 7 is a no. Round 8 is a no. Round 9 is a no. Oh, ooh, round 10. I saw something. Alicia Woodrow. Manny K's. Johnson Swanson. Okay. I was really worried. Those are 2 really good pitchers, and those were 2 above ace. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ace is the best starter left. Oh, shit. A 16.9 is really high, though. Like, we know he's going to get worse. Is he worth that kind of money? Honestly, in my opinion, yes, but I want to save a little bit more if possible. Oh, I don't know. Risk it. I'm scared. Blammo Tamale, okay. That's yeah, all right. No! Those fucking grass eaters. Oh, I hate them. And this just goes to show you, folks, if you really love your ace, re-sign him for the money he asks you for. Don't let him test free agency. You will lose him. That is heartbreaking. AVA, good on you, man. Good on you. You were a fantastic ace for the 2 seasons you were here, and you were mag-frickin-nificent. I am sorry I let you go, my friend. You are amazing. I wish you nothing but the best. God damn it. Well, now I got to go find another ace to bring in. Sauter at 31. He is disciplined. That would help. Stafford is crafty. Okay. Dick Lucas. Wes Yogurt. Yogurt only has 3 pitches. Kansky, okay. And there is Dieguez still. Okay. All right. Now my question is, who do I take? That's the question. Because we are going to need an ace. There's no doubt about it. It's just who. Dick Lucas obviously stands out to me. He's really good. Stafford, he doesn't have any traits. He is 31. That goes against him. Sauter, 31, already has easy jumps against him, but he is disciplined, which would help our Tier 3 discipline traits. That would be nice. Dieguez is spirited, be an even trade-off for AVA. Overall-wise would be a bit of a drop-off. I don't know if Dieguez is exactly ace material, but we could work with him. He is 27, so he would theoretically still get better. Anita Bean is not ace material. Neither is Bradwick, honestly. God. I love Dick Lucas, and I like Nick Dieguez. It's between those two for me, honestly. Lucas is 5 pitches. He only has 1 fastball, though. He gets ahead and rally stopper, which are decent traits. Dieguez has compose, which would be a Tier 3. Lucas's would be a Tier 2 for both of his right now. Let's compare numbers. How were they the last 2 seasons? Dieguez had a horrible second season. He's coming off a really down year. He had a good rookie year, though. And for Dick Lucas, he's coming off an all-right year with a horrible first year. So he got better, but he's still not great. Dieguez was worse. He got worse stats-wise, but he's still good. He's young. They're both young. Lucas is already 23. He's basically going to be an A+. Dieguez would give us more money to work with, though, I think. Yeah, let's go with Nick here. I think we signed the cheaper option here. It's going to be a big drop-off at the top of the rotation, but it is what it is at this point. We have to move forward with what we got, and that's what we have right now. All right, moving down the list, Anita Bean is not... She is below her price point. This is true. I think we can get her a little bit lower. Jamie Estes, he's the one I think I'm going to use to target to get rid of Sawyer. Tarak Smith, he's got a little bit more to go as well, I think. Moving down to the rest of the pitchers here in the bullpen. We have Hornblower, who's he's almost at where he needs to be. Freehold is almost there as well already. Homer Casey is almost there as well, which is very surprising. Same thing with Hernandez. So they're all almost at their prices. Moving to the players in the position side of things as we move all the way over here. DeGrande's at 7-1. He's almost there. Chukov at 7. We got a bid on them. We have Navy Peralta. Yeah, he's decent. He's not a must-sign, though, I would say. Maggie Rags, she's almost there. She's got one more round, I think, in her. Round or 2, I think. Shambles, he's almost there. He's decent. Charlie, he's almost there. He's almost ready. Hanzo's almost there. Rocco is almost there as well. These guys are almost at their price points, I think. Bullseye, he's almost there as well. We're going to have to make a decision on this one. Aiden Yu, he's almost there as well. A little bit more. Same with Roids. Okay, so we do have like one more round on everybody, and then we can move forward. Alright, so Long Ballo to the wide loads, Lantana to the wide loads as well. Oof, those are two big pickups for division rivals. They also get Lionel Martinez, but they get rid of AZ Baker. Okay. Blue Michaels to the B-Wolves. Okay. Squinch to the Moose. Rocky to the wide loads. Dick Lucas to the Buzzards. Sauter to the wide loads. Jesus Christ, wide loads. How much money do you have? Stafford to the Moonstars. Wow, those are some big signings. Okay. I honestly don't think I can go another round on Anita Bean. I think I need to sign her now, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to do it. But we probably could. We're definitely going to get her back cheaper at least, so that's good. All right, Anita, you can come back, I suppose. I think we'll take you now. I don't want to risk losing you. Perfect. She's really, I think, the only one I'm totally worried about. But, oh, Estes. I didn't think about Estes. Ooh, Estes is going to be worth more than Sawyer. Damn. Okay. Sawyer's still making B overall money, and there aren't any Bs that I really love. I think we're going to be stuck with Sawyer for another season, because I'm just not seeing the guy we sign where we save money in this instance, so I definitely think we're going to be stuck with him, I think, for another season. It's not the best move, but it's the one we got. Yeah, the only one I'm really interested in replacing with is Estes or maybe even Bradwick, but I don't think either of them get low enough for me to make a move on them. Everyone else I'm confident letting them test one more round, so I think we're going to do that. Well, there goes Hornblower. Damn it, I forgot about him. That's all right. Dugout 5s to the wide loads. Hornblower was a really interesting prospect. I want to see how he works out for the hot corners. McMingle to the Buzzards. Primo to the Crocs. Fenster to the Crocs. Pansky to the Pigs. Bradwick goes immediately to the Crocs. Yep. Trunk goes back to the Buzzards. They do pay him. Morris to the B-Wolves. Okay. Yogurt to the hot corners. And Shady to the Buzzards. Okay. All right. Nothing too crazy there. Relievers I'm fine with. I'm not looking to make a move on them just yet. DeGrande's at 6'6". He's there. Chukov's at his price. Clark is almost there. I got time on these bench guys. Like, I'm not in a rush to sign any of them right now. Peralta's an iffy one. I'm okay if we don't get him because I like Seb Swolson. He's a really good first baseman. Maggie's already under her price point, but I doubt anyone signs her right now. Shambles under the price point. He may go next. I think I can get away with one more round on him, though. Charlie, he's at his price point. I love the old man, but I think we can go one more round on him. Yeah, I think we're going to go one more. All right, we're through round 14. There goes Chukov, Rakonda, Ella Roids. Damn it. Buffler, Spanky, Carlton, Vanderwink, Candela, Stanberg, Estes, no surprise. Charlie did get lower. I'm good with that. I'll bring him in now. Hito to the Blowfish, Indiere to the Moose, DeCornis to the Blowfish, Bigsworth to the Nemesis. That is Cutstiff to the Grapplers, Bozer to the Moose. Okay, so we did lose a couple guys on our list. We did lose the right fielder I was looking at, which we did lose Estes, which I'm not surprised by. We lost Ella Royds, which is unfortunate. I loved Ella. Chukov we lost as well, which is surprising. I think that's it for like big names that I cared about, like that were on our list of potential signings. So just goes to show you they are paying attention to guys lower down the list. So Fiona, I like Fiona. I like what she brings to the table as a bench catcher. She is awesome. She would be a great signing to replace Grizz. Dip McFurlow is interesting. Blaine Bobbert would keep the chemistry where it is, though. And I think we're going to be locked into a spot where we're going to have to lock the chemistry down with this move, because I don't know if we're going to be able to lock it down anywhere else. That's the problem. So if I bring Maggie back, that doesn't change anything on that part. She does get paid a little bit more, which is fine with me. She deserves it. And she's a great depth option to have for the roster. So I am okay with bringing her back. Maggie's good. So that didn't change anything. Peralta would be an interesting signing. He would be the chemistry one. Ralph Shambles is the one I'm really interested in going for because he'd be a great bench guy. First things first, we have to get Charlie back. This is an automatic re-sign here. So Charlie is a must re-sign. He has to come back for the final season. Possibly. We keep him until he retires. That is the one rule we have here. Charlie must remain with the team. So then we have Mealy and Majiko. Majiko would offer great utility options that, unfortunately, Maggie Rags already offers. So his role is kind of redundant on the team. Rocco Mealy is cheaper and would be offering the same thing, but from the shortstop position. He's interesting. Bullseye, I'm thinking as a signing to replace Roy Crowds. We would be paying a little bit more. He has a little bit weaker in the power department, a little bit more contact, a little weaker in speed, slightly better fielder. Actually, it's kind of the same player, just overpriced. You know what? I'm glad I looked at that because that just talked me out of Bullseye. That's kind of dumb. I'm really glad I looked at that because that just showed me I was about to overpay for the exact same player. Thank you, me, for being smart and actually double-checking that. Although I love what he looks like on paper, he's the same player that Roy Crowds is. So, and I'd rather have Rory, who's going to have Tier 3 boosted inside pitch. I like Aiden Yu here. He's going to save us a little bit of money over Hay, who is a bit streaky. This is a huge drop in power, but a big boost in contact, boost in speed, a slight boost in fielding. Arm is going to take a bit of a hit, though. That's the only downside here. It's the arm and the power drop-off for me. And we do get a little bit weaker in the center field, especially since Hay is also technically a utility player. Yu can still play the outfield at least, and he's 9 years younger, so he is 20, whereas Colliner has the potential to slightly regress now. Yu is going to be a guaranteed I'm going to get better as the season goes on kind of move. So, and plus he can offer us to play right field even. Granted, I'm not sure this is a smart move, but it's potentially a move. Would bring us back up by $1 million, $1.5 million. We can come back to that move. I'm not ready to make that move just yet. I think Tarak Smith would be an interesting signing. He would obviously be signed to replace Sawyer. It would make our starting rotation weaker. It would keep our discipline to Tier 3, which is good. We would be getting much younger here. We'd be saving money as well. So we'll need to come back to that move as well. I think we need to fill out the roster first and then see what moves we can make to potentially cut caps somewhere. I'm very interested in bringing in Freehold or Casey here to replace Alonzo because I know they're going to get better. But I don't know if it's worth the huge drop-off we'd be getting. First things first, backup catcher. Obviously, the answer is Fiona Clark here. This is a no-brainer. It's the same player, Just younger and a better hitter and a better runner, too. She's also about the same fielding-wise. So this is a good move here. We get a better fielder with the same elite level arm. The speed is a little weaker, but the hitting is better. And she's a viable pinch hitter option. So we bring her in. That drops discipline down to tier 2. We need to get that back up to tier 3. We also need to get Crafty, needs to stay in tier 2. What do we have? Miles, who's disciplined. Run to 3rd is also disciplined. So the 2 last places are disciplined. One of them, actually, shit, I think we've already fucked it down to tier 2. We need to get rid of somebody. I think we'd have to sacrifice somebody to bring in a disciplined player somewhere. I got to see what's out there. First things first, let's fill the roster. We got to fill the roster first. We may have to sign Bobbert, so I'm going to keep Bobbert on the list for now. We might have to sign him. Peralta, he's competitive. It would keep competitive at tier 2, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Shambles is crafty. Run to 3rd is disciplined. I do like Run. Run is decent. She's not the best, but she's alright. Goose would help. Goose would help the chemistry. Goose would help the chemistry. This is true. Geronimo might be the signing. We might have to sign Geronimo James to keep her at tier 3. Windy Wheels, no. It's a bit too high of a drop-off. This could be bad. This could be real bad. Like, we may have just backed ourselves into a corner here. Well, we do have... Hold on a minute now. Hold on. I think there's a chance. There's a chance. If we bring in Tarak for Sawyer, that brings us back to tier 3. We would need to re-sign... Yeah, so we'll bring him in. So we do need to re-sign 2 disciplined players for the spots that are open on the team. So we are in a tough pickle here. Now, we could circumvent that by bringing in Bobbert, and we'd only need to re-sign one of them for Clark. This would free up another almost $1 million. And that means only one of these 2 re-signings would need to be disciplined. Shucks. Let's see what's out there. So there is Izzy Baker, who's not great. There's Turbo Miles, who I don't want to bring back. Run to 3rd. We could bring her back, but she's going to cost a little bit. Kara's not great. I would not mind bringing in Goose. Goose would be decent. I could work with Goose. I think Goose would be the move here. So we bring in Goose. We get rid of, say, let's get rid of Turbo. Run to 3rd here. Do that. Okay, I like that. Okay. So that means this last roster move can do whatever we want. Shambles. I really like Shambles. That would put us down to only $8 million, though. This is tough. I did not think I would be having so many issues with this. I like Peralta, too. He would be cheaper. I don't know. I kind of like Navy Peralta. Yeah, let's do him. right, so now, are there places we can free up money? There are places we can free up money. I think there is a way we can free up money. So there is Bobbert. Now, signing Bobbert puts us back at Tier 3 discipline, which is where we need to be. But we would lose Fiona Clark, who's a great fielder. Are there any other discipline players we can sign here? Shambles we're not signing. Majiko we're not signing. Okay. Aiden Yu, we could sign him for Colliner. That would free up some money. We could... Mealy we can't sign. I don't think he's an option anymore. Aiden Yu is a possibility. He could be signed to replace Colliner. Bobbert, he's an option. All right, so who else we got? We got Pex Flex, too much money. Tugboat Thomas, not feeling it. Plus he's 34. Senoro's 41. Stanza's 33. Upton's 39. Baker's 31. Miles is 33. Run to third is 33. Kawaguchi's 31. Donga's 31. Studwick is 37. Geronimo James is 31. He could also be signed to replace Colliner, which would allow us to keep Clark. But since we just brought in Peralta, that's another option for catcher, so maybe it's not necessary. James, he's decent. Would have Tier 2 contact righties. Windy Wheels, Marla Moore, Dirks. That's it, actually. Windy Wheels after that. Okay, so it needs to be one of these players. It's either Bobbert, which we can sacrifice a catcher now because we got another person who can play catcher in Peralta, who has a better arm. He's about the same arm as Bobbert. Would be a bit of a drop-off. Bobbert's not a great hitter as Clark is. He is younger, though. Would free up some more money. And there's also, we could get rid of Archie Alonso and bring in someone else as well. Ooh, decisions. These decisions are tough. Bobbert. I think Clark is just too good of a player to cut. But I don't want to bring in Geronimo James either. He's older than Colliner. Colliner offers more offensively. I don't think we can get rid of Colliner, even though I want to. He just brings too much to the table offensively for us. So I'm going to go with Bobbert, and I'm going to get rid of Clark. Puts us back at 10 mil. And then we can still make another roster move to free up some money. All players here. All right, let's see. Catcher, I'm not looking at anyone else. I'm looking at Aiden Yu, which would free up some money on Colliner, but I think it's too much of a drop-off, so I think we're going to stick with Colliner. Pitching. We could get rid of Alonso, though. Now, if we get rid of Alonso, we could get someone... It would be someone a bit of a drop-off, but it would... allow me to bring in anybody I wanted. I could bring in a third long reliever. Could bring in someone younger with the potential to develop like Ethan Freehold. He'd be interesting. There is also the other option are Stump Hernandez and Homer Casey. Casey already has pick officer just like Alonso does, but his accuracy's in the tank. Hernandez has good accuracy with below average velocity and weak junk ratings. And he throws 2 junk balls. Freehold is pretty solid pitcher. I would probably choose him. He's the most well-rounded of the 3 pitchers. He would cost the most, but we'd still be saving some money, I think. If we choose him over Alonso, yeah, we would be. We are going to lose a discipline trait and a crafty trait, but that's fine. We're going to free up some more money. It puts us at 11-4, which is a solid bank spot, I think, for us. Anyone else? Not sure. I don't think there's anyone else. I think we're good. Right. I think we're good. I think we are good. Yep, I think we are good. I don't think there's anyone else I would consider bringing in. There is the releasing of Colliner, but I just don't think Aiden... I think Aiden used too much of a drop-off, so I think I'm going to stick with Colliner. I think he's the option we ride with moving forward. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done with roster moves for right now. Yeah, let me look at the team. So we're Tier 3 disciplined. All the roster spots are filled. We're at $11.4 million, so we gained $9.4 million in the offseason. We were able to... We re-signed a lot of players. We brought in some new faces. There will be a split at first base between Swolson and Peralta. They both can split time there. I can work with that moving forward. Especially since Peralta can also catch. That'd be an interesting little wrinkle to throw in there behind the plate. I'd like that. Kaufman's still here. Rags is still here offering that utility role. Beefcake is still here, obviously, as the captain. Charlie's back. We got him cheaper, which is what we wanted. Goose is now in. He's a utility infielder that can help out as well. That's awesome. Rory in left is good. Colliner still in center. Hera's still here in right. We got Avalos still here who proved himself last year, and he's just going to keep getting better. Dieguez is the new ace. Okay, this is step off from AVA, but we didn't have a lot of options when he left. Anita is back. She's going to be an interesting number 2. Seth Dubbs is ready to step in as the 3, and Tarak Smith will be the 4 moving forward. Rufus is back. Lola's back. Sorelli is back. Corral is back. We have Freehold now. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like our off. I like what we got. I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. You want me to get Chico Lapata one, boy? Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. I've been thinking. It's already been sent. Yeah, it's okay. It's partially my fault, too. I wasn't reading. I was just in my own mind doing stuff. So, you know what? It's both of our faults. Mainly mine. I'll take most of the blame for this one. I'm usually more attentive than this. Alright, so let's see. What happened? Okay, so these are where we made our last moves here. Uwanga, okay. Strauss. Jackson. Fair, released for Gilmore. Okay. Decent upgrade in center. It's better than Windy Wheels in center. I'll take that. Lapata to the Grass Eaters. Okay. Interesting. Allmeyer re-signs with the Sawteeth. Okay. Freeman to the Hot Corners. Rushmore released by the Beagles for Huck and Duck. You know you're bad when they release you for Huck and Duck. Quaker to the released by the Moose for Bigsby. Glute to the Sawteeth. Aoshima to the Beewolves, Thunderchump to the Sawteeth, Bergerer to the Sirloins, Banks replaced by Blings on the Beewolves, Wally Bacon to the Sawteeth, okay, Nix Mays to the Freebooters. Could he be the new Guns Jackman replacement? Larry LaJoy to the Grapplers, Pex Flex to the Hot Corners, Raffy Slaps to the Beewolves, Rowan Bullseye, the rookie, to the Buzzards. He was basically just Rory Crowds. He was just going to be overpaid. Slick Pickman to the Moose, replacing Big Country. Hello, wait a minute. Big Country's a free agent. Now we got something to think about. Bad Hop Brown to the Beewolves, Rhonda Horn to the Sawteeth, Stokes to the Freebooters, Dongo to the Heaters, Reeves to the Moose, Lovelorn to the Jacks, Tiny DeGrande to the Crocs, McWales to the Hot Corners, Rhymes to the Wide Loads. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Freebooters getting defense? The fuck when? Smesson to the Sandcats, Bowler to the Moonstars, McFarland to the Heaters, Esquivel to the Overdogs, okay. Sox to the Moose, Fiona Clark to the Sirloins, Cook to the Heaters, Slider to the Moonstars, Monstour to the Grass Eaters, Sportswood to the Crocs, Bo Belter released by the Moose for rookie Ralph Shambles. That's a good move right there for the Moose. Although he's probably playing behind Rip Dingers, which is a shame. Buck Berger to the Moose, replacing DeGame. Aiden Yu, the rookie outfielder, to the Sirloins. They lost Hammer, so... Fuck Rhymes, yep. Lupinovich to the Crocs. She's still here. Dip McFurlow, rookie catcher to the Wide Lows. Jules Bergman to the Moose. Kelby King to the Overdogs. Ham Slamus with that new wild thrower trait to the Crocs as their shortstop, possibly. Joseph Broseph to the Sandcats. Tolbert to the Sandcats. Ratherswell to the Sandcats. Rookie outfielder Sweet Holmes to the Overdogs, replacing Clyde Auer. That's a good bench upgrade there. Momotobo to the Pigs. Stanza to the Freebooters. Fits the build. Not a great fielder, but a good hitter. Kasha Emmon to the Pigs. Grease Veterano to the Freebooters. Clementine Loncheros, rookie third baseman to the Grapplers. Majiko to the Grass Eaters. Find Air to the Dogs. Brent Branch to the Pigs. Lavelle to the Freebooters. Shania Burns to the Freebooters. Grunt Manley to the Freebooters. Guns Jackman has left the Freebooters. He's going to the division rival Grass Eaters. So that is why they went and got Nix Mays, because Guns said, no, I'm out. No! No shot, he's on the division rivals. How could he? Getting to his agent. I don't know who his agent is. Is it Scott Boras? Pigs get farmhand Armando Bango to the center, to the Grass Eaters as well. Homer Casey to the Grass Eaters. Cracker Barrel re-signs with the Pigs. Osteroni moves to the Jacks. Okay. Fabulo to the Heaters. Run to third to the Moonstars. James to the Pigs. Charleston to the Jacks. Thomas to the Moonstars. Fruitwell to the Moonstars. Stewart to the Pigs. Stump Hernandez to the Jacks. Dusty Winder to the Heaters. Marlon Moore to the Heaters. Godfred Storm to the Jacks. Elliot Yellow to the Heaters. Anais Hangnail to the Sirloins. Ruby Green to the Jacks. Dion Bass to the Heaters. He resigns. Gutterson moves to the Sirloins. Donovan Jake to the Jacks. Handro Special to the Heaters. Randy Mann to the Sirloins. Dig Forto cut by the Grass Eaters for Jose Carloco. Fred Bobbitt to the Cats, replacing Draper. Pumper Lumpkins cut on the Grass Eaters for Bo Belter. Filet Jones to the Cats, replacing Gia Axelson. And Rocco Mealy, the rookie infielder, replaces Vilo Haiwanasi in the Wide Loads organization. So who is available in the free agent pool? Is there any interesting moves we can make? Klaus the Game. Okay, Klaus. You have my interest, sir. Cecil is still here. He is cheaper than what he was asking for, at least. Studwick, not interested. Babette's at 40, not interested. Archie is still here. He's cheaper than what he was making. Okay. Big Country. Okay, we need to have a conversation here, Buck. I like Big Country. I do like Big Country. Wheels is a no. Ava Blanc is a no. Gonzalo's a no. Lovestone is a no. No. Any young guys out here? There's the rookie Midtown. No, I'm good with my rough starters that I have. There is Karen Tinklethorpe, rookie outfielder. Okay. Not as intriguing. Roman South, rookie shortstop. Ike Weeks, rookie right fielder as well. He has Dive Wizard at least. Who is he replacing? That is a good question. Rushmore, Rodriguez, Draper, Axelson, Haiwanasi, and Dig. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Who are on my team right now? Let's see. All right. So we can't... So Big Country is competitive, if I remember correctly. So he could replace Navy Peralta, rookie first baseman. Rags, he's not replacing Rags. We need her. Beefcake's not going anywhere. We're not getting rid of Charlie. Goose, we can't get rid of him. We can't, unfortunately, get rid of Rory Crowds because it's going to fuck with our discipline shit. Colliner's a no. O'Wugliams is a no. Then I have no right... Then O'Wugliams is going to be stuck in right field the entire time. Ugh. I don't think I have a spot for him. Yeah, plus inside pitch on Crowds. Very true. Yeah, there's not a spot for him. He's the only one I'm interested in potentially bringing in. I mean, I could trade him for Peralta, but I think it's a tit-for-tat move, and plus Peralta's younger. He'll get better faster, so... I think we're stuck. Unless we get rid of Cuffingham, but she's keeping our discipline traits afloat. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, Rory is more, you're right. Plus, he's younger, too. Rory can still develop at 25. Buck's already 27, I think. Okay. Yep, okay. I don't think there's anyone we're going to add. So I think we're stuck with what we have decided to go with. But let's give you a quick breakdown here before we jump into the simming to see what's going to happen as we progress here. Let's have a look. What happened in the offseason? So, we kept Cuffingham. We let go of Grizz Signora. We brought in rookie Blaine Bobbert. He keeps our discipline traits at Tier 3. That's basically the only reason he's here. He is a slight upgrade with the arm behind Cuffingham as a rookie catcher, but that's pretty much all he brings to the table. He's basically the same in the speed. Fielding's a little weaker, and he's a weaker hitter. So he's kind of just, a young guy, basically. And he's a switch hitter, just like Cuffingham. Swolson, we re-signed. We didn't have to pay him any money. Brought in rookie first baseman Navy Peralta. He's also a backup catcher, so this is an experiment to see maybe we can get another catcher to get Williams out in right field more often. Although more often than not, she's still going to be catching. Kaufman is still here. We had to pay her a little bit of money. I was fine with paying her money. Maggie Rags is re-signed. She got a little bit more money in the free agent pool, so good for her. Beefcake, we paid him the money. We made him a very happy man. Charlie, we did release, but we re-signed him. He chose not to retire. He is making $1.2 million less than he was last year, and he was happy to come back for a reduced salary. Goose Kambusler is now signed. He replaces Turbo Miles. He's a utility infielder that we can use off the bench with Tier 3 Pinch Perfect. Plus, he can play at any defensive position in the infield for us, which will be great over the upgrades of Swolson when he needs to come out. Roy Crowds is still here. I think we paid him a little bit more money. He was going to leave. Colliner is making the same amount he was last year. We thought about getting rid of him. We chose not to because even though he is extremely streaky, he was the best center fielder option available. Hera, she got a pay increase. Good for her. Bryson, he did not get a pay increase, I don't think. Maybe he did. I don't remember. But he's still here. And now it brings us to the pitching staff. Ace Von Asen did not take the salary offer. He chose to test free agency, and then he left. He went to, if I remember correctly, he went to the Grass Eaters. He is going to be teamed up with Guns Jackman. So he is now on the Herbisaurs. He is going to be their ace because Dick Lucas left. So he is now their number one. Nita Bean, we re-signed. We got her back cheaper. She's under what she's valued at, so we made a good business decision there. Seth Dubs is still here. We re-signed him. He didn't want any extra money. Cecil Sawyer is gone. We've brought in former Hot Corner starter Tarak Smith. That cut a little bit of cap for us. It also brought our discipline back up to Tier 3 because we had fallen a bit off. Plus, Sawyer, he was good, but he was never great. He's not what I needed in the rotation, and he was a bit streaky at times, so bringing in Smith not only gave us a little bit of money back in the budget, it also brought our discipline plates back up to Tier 3, which is where we needed them. Rufus Zumar is still here. Lola Knops is still here. Neither of them wanted more money. Al Sorelli is still here. He didn't want any more money. Rig Corral is still here. He didn't want any more money. And Ethan Freehold we picked up to replace Archie Alonso. This brought money back into the budget for us. That was strictly a budget move. Plus, Freehold is 10 years younger, so he is more likely going to get better than Alonso was at that stage in his career. So we do have a couple new faces. We are still a disciplined team at Tier 3. Everything else is at Tier 2. We did manage to keep everything there, although we did drop 2 of our competitive traits. We're only down to the cannon arm on Hera. We dropped a couple of spirited traits as well. Thankfully, we were able to keep that in Tier 2. Scarly, we did add a few traits, but we're still only at Tier 2 in that. And Crafty, we did cut a little bit of their traits down from 8 to 5. They are still Tier 2 as well, though. But we are still honing in on those discipline traits. We are where we need to be for the teams to succeed, as we proved last season. Discipline Tier 3 is the way to go with the Platypi roster, the way it is. All right, let's sim up to our first game. It's going to be against the Sirloins, it looks like. Do we have any double headers to start the season? Yes, we do. The Heaters one will be in line. What else? We got 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The Wide Loads doubleheader will line up. Grappler's doubleheader will be split. B-Wolves doubleheader will line up, actually. That's good. So 3 of our 4 doubleheaders that are scheduled actually line up perfectly, so I'll take that. All right, well, that's good. Let's sim up to our first game here, preview that matchup, and we'll call it a day for the Platypi, and then I think we'll shift focus over to the Reapers. I think they've gone the longest without an episode. Blowfish win 9-1 in the first game of the season. Herbisaurs behind AVA. They win their first game 6-3 with the debuts of Jackman and Ace Von Asen. Crocs and Overdogs. Crocs win 4-3. Sawteeth and Heaters. Heaters win 5-4. Freebooters and Moonstars, and the Freebooters actually hold on to a lead and win 4-3. Pigs and Buzzards, they go extras. Buzzards win in 10-4-2. Nemesis and Moose. Nemesis blow it. They lose 4-3. And Jacks and B-Wolves here. Jacks rally. They win 4-3. So our first matchup is, I believe it's against the Sirloins, if I remember correctly. Yes. So it's a battle of 2 playoff teams to open the season. On the mound will be the ace for the Sirloins for the 3rd straight season, Warren Yout. And on the mound for us, it is newly acquired Freebooters pitcher Nick Dieguez. He will be the new ace moving forward here in year 3. Lineup will show out here on opening day. It will be Kitty Kaufman leading off at second. Wugliams will bat second. She will catch. Crowds will bat third in left field. Beefcake is in the cleanup spot at third base. Navy Peralta, the rookie, will get the nod over Seb Swolson. He'll bat fifth. Hey, I'm calling her, will be in center field batting sixth. Charlie freaking Lopez, the old man, once again, will play another opening day at shortstop, batting seventh. And Bryson Avalos, the second-year outfielder, will bat eighth in right field with Dieguez on the mound. On the bench, Maggie Rags, the utility player. Goose Cabusa, the new utility infielder. Cuffingham and Swolson, as well as rookie catcher Blaine Bobbert. Pitching rotation after Dieguez, number 2 will be Anita Bean. Number 3 is Seth Dubbs. Number 4 is Tarak Smith. And then in the bullpen, Zumar, Knops, Sorelli, Freehold, and Corral. All right, that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. The Platypi are ready to take on year number 3 next time out. Let me know down below what you guys think of the roster moves and if I made any huge mistakes or if you agree with any of the moves that I made. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you made it this deep, thanks so much for your support. I appreciate it as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to One Boy for tuning in during the stream, even though I did miss most of his comments during the stream. That's my bad. I apologize for that wholeheartedly, buddy. Everyone else, I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, this is the Nasty One signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be. And if you guys do want to stick around here on Twitch, we are going to jump into another stream here. I believe it is going to be the free agent franchise rebuild. I think that's the one that has been the longest one without an episode. If not, it will be the Furry Flyers rebuild. So I will go ahead and look back at my catalog to see which one's gone the longest without a stream, and then that one will be right up here momentarily. Catch you all on the next one, everybody.